Plebada Chikago, comparito.
¡Échale Twinkie!
A mí se dirigió una días leído, qué triste decepción. El día que me casaste, mi pobre corazón. En un triste rincón. Deja libre mi camino, sigue tú con tu sendero. No es la pobreza, tu maldición es el dinero. Búscate otro cariñito, porque yo ya no te quiero. Mejorarte,
Voy a echar una ahorita para ustedes.
te la pasaste con tu nuevo cariñito, pero luego lo dejaste porque no era de tu tipo.
Welcome back, guys, to another episode of Naso Cam. I'm Memo. This is Rubenazo. I want to thank you guys for checking out Escandalosa Bandamientos video. And shout out Eloy for having us at DLS. So for our next guest, we have some legends here. We have Plebada Chikago. Come on in.
Good. A little hungover, but good.
Está bien. Ahorita se la curan.
So Ruben,
So,
what's our
First
little
things first,
ritual?
our ritual, you guys have to take a shot. Opening. Whichever one you guys want. Whichever
That
one.
one. Hello.
Salud. Espérense.
I want to try that one.
Go ahead. There you go. Está bien.
Oh. So, first question is, we always ask everybody, how did Plebada Chikago start?
You?
Whose idea was it?
Well, I mean,
started before I did.
yeah. You've been around, well, officially on the team, like 16? I mean, he started working at the events with me till 2014? 13 or 14, I think. Más o menos. And then...
No, but started from...
Oh, yeah,
when you
start from the beginning.
Yeah, start from the beginning.
So, I started it back in 2008, and it was just
you?
me. Yeah. So, I started it, I used to be in a quebradita club, Club Angelitos. So, when I was in there, I was more like involved in organizing, stuff like that. So that's when I did the first baile, I believe, 2007. So it was the very first event that I organized. And then in 2008, I decided to do the events by myself, and that's where it started. The first event was en La Movida, July 18, 2008, to be exact.
July 18th?
July 18, 2008, to be exact.
You remember who you had?
On a Friday, yeah. I had El Nono, but he didn't show up. I had Carembe, I believe it was Viento, La Única, and Tamborazo Mabuz, if I'm not mistaken. That was the first
Good
one.
ass memory.
Okay.
I remember the most random things sometimes.
Alright.
Yeah.
Alright. Are you thinking about managing any groups?
I mean, the idea has been brought up to me. I mean, it's just cosa de juntarnos y hablar.
Matter of time, I guess.
Yeah.
Why don't you really do indoor events?
Well, recently we haven't done any, but I want to say, pues antes, I mean...
Have you done them before?
We've done them before. I almost want to say, I mean, if I'm wrong, somebody could correct me. We were one of the first ones that did like indoor colgaderos. I know, back then, I know Enrique Ibarra was doing it, Los Agaves. Los Agaves, yeah. But I mean, we were one of the first ones. I remember at 57, before it used to be called Cinco Blancos. We did the first indoor colgadero right there. I believe with Azabache, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, but lately, I mean, recently we haven't done, but it is something that we're looking into to do. Yeah. Just gotta find the
Location.
The right location.
Yeah, the right location, somewhere big. Para que esté la gente a gusto.
Yeah.
And most importantly, que haga permiso.
Right.
Because people don't know how to act.
Right. How did you and Eloy connect for Con Los Que Te Hicieron Volume 3?
Well, I kind of had a similar idea to what he already was doing con Los Que Te Hicieron. I had an idea for my YouTube channel to actually record with bandas and pues así puras rancheras. And I brought it up to him once, like, oh, let's do it together, and that we would just talk about it, but nunca salía de la plática. Until one day I told him, hey, I'm gonna go to DLS so we could talk about this. I came through and from there, yeah, we made it happen. Yeah.
This is funny. Why don't you let people record?
I think it's the wrong episode. I was an innocent bystander.
Shot. That's a shot. That's a shot.
It's a shot. You gotta answer. You gotta take a shot.
I mean, it wasn't me that said no, but nobody told that person not to record. They just told them,
No names.
No names.
don't come.
No names. Me tumba mi channel, entonces.
Si me molesté that I came out in the picture and I didn't even say anything to him. So I did message him and I told him something like, you know, what the hell is this?
Obviously.
No, I mean.
Next question.
What are your top 3 grupos de Chicago?
I'll let you answer first.
Grupos is it what? Like what?
Like
Norteño?
anything,
Norteño?
banda.
Anything?
Norteño, Sereño, Banda,
What's your top 3?
Duetos.
I don't know, man. I just take a shot.
Oh.
Play safe.
Yeah, true.
I mean, I have a lot. I can't name 3.
Shot.
Shot. Vamos a poner pedos aquí.
Yeah, I'm already tipsy.
Shit, me too. Alright, next one. What are the pros and cons of being a promoter?
Losing and winning.
I mean,
Losing and winning, yeah. Or weather, if you make outdoor events.
I wanna say-
that's a big one.
I mean, I want to say one of the biggest cons with doing like outdoor events, rodeos, whatever look at that.
The weather.
Yeah, I mean, you could plan it for 2 months and until the day of the weather decides if it's gonna go on or not. Luckily, I think this year we only had to cancel one because of the weather. But like previous years, there have been events where pretty bummed out. Like that we had to
The
cancel.
whole year and you went back.
I think it was in 2019. I had one that I was really looking forward to. It was just local bands, but it was really hard to get all the bands like in one day to be available. We probably planned like 3 months in advance. Well, it's gonna be the first one that year. The day of it snowed, and it wasn't just like a little snow. Like it accumulated like a good inch, and we had to cancel it. And I was pretty bummed out.
That's.
Oh, before you go, I don't think this was on there, but did you guys do anything for COVID, like any events?
No.
No,
No.
it's during Wait, is it still COVID?
I mean, yeah, I mean,
Well, technically it's still COVID, but like 2020.
It's post-COVID.
When it first started, yeah.
No, I mean during last year we didn't do anything.
Hey, COVID's still going on.
I mean, it's still going
yeah,
on.
it's still going on.
It's still going on.
Is Plebada Chikago at its peak right now?
Oh, I mean,
Well,
I don't think so. I don't
I
think
mean, I
so.
don't know. I think that's a question for the public now.
True.
Yeah, I mean, something that I do want to add. I mean, like this year, it kind of reminded me of 10 years ago, when I did the Sábado de Gloria, and Plebada kind of just like exploded everywhere. So I mean, I feel like this year reminds me, yeah, like of 10 years ago, and I remember that year, 2011, like just like todos los eventos nos fueron bien, you know, like, because like 10 years ago, I feel like that Sábado de Gloria kind of opened up the door for all the ranchos. I remember a lot of people were going to that Sábado de Gloria one, and a lot of people were like, oh, I don't know what to wear. It's my first time at a rancho. So, I mean, obviously now it's a bigger crowd that goes to events, but I want to compare like that to 10 years ago, because like we were pretty active 10 years ago, and this year I feel like we were pretty active with the events.
Yeah. Who are your go-to groups to get for your events? If you have any go-to groups.
Go.
I'll probably just name 3. Wait, this year
In general.
Héroes, saludo de compa Eli. Viento, saludo para compa Arturo. Y
Where is
Grupo
Arturo?
Secta. Grupo Secta, compa.
You, Ivan?
Yeah, I mean, I would have to say the same.
Yeah.
I mean, besides like us working together, you know,
There's
at
a-
events, there's a friendship.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
a friendship there.
Dope. This one's for you, man. Tell us about the time you threw a beer at Nono.
Well, where do I start? I mean, I believe it was my 22nd birthday that night. So I mean, I did have one too many drinks. One too many. One too many shots. I used to be a shot kind of person. I mean, well, basically, I got upset that he didn't play the song that I was asking.
What's the song?
La Guarecita. Instead, he played la de Me Gusta Tener La Dos. Not that I have anything against the song. It's just that there are certain songs that you hear
too many.
Yeah, I find it all the time. You just get tired of hearing them. And for me, like, pues cuando viene un grupo de fuera, I like to hear different songs that you don't hear, you know, at every event. But it was mostly the alcohol. And
Where'd it happen?
Huh?
Where'd it happen?
At Mariela's. on a Monday baile.
Monday?
Yeah. I mean, back then, there was a lot of bailes on Mondays.
On Mondays?
I mean,
There still is.
I mean, well, yeah.
There's bailes every day now.
No, I mean, there is, yeah.
But back then it was like
Like
Friday,
there?
Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Like,
But for the record, I threw the beer can at him, but it didn't. It
Did it hit him?
didn't hit him. It almost spilled all over Patiño, I believe, the engineer.
Did you get kicked out?
Kind of, but not really. I got pushed to the side over here by the securities, and then I believe everybody else thought that the securities were like about to whip my ass, so then they started fighting the securities. So se hizo un pleito grande.
Damn.
And like usual, the person that starts the fight just walked out como si nada, which was me at that.
Is there an artist or grupo that you would really like to bring for an event?
You go first?
me, probably Sarah. Like for us personally to bring them.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to say I have a lot. I have a lot of groups. I mean, Chuli Sara is one of them. I really want to have Primavera at one of our events.
That'd be badass.
There's like, well, it's one of my favorite groups that we haven't had yet. Rio Grande, I'm a big fan of Rio Grande. We had them back in, was it 2012, 2011? Yeah. So I mean, so we already had them. I mean, obviously El Nono, I'm a big fan.
No.
I mean, I've always been a big fan of El Nono.
Damn, you guys bring Primavera, that would be badass.
I mean, that's definitely somebody that
You and Eli.
that I want to.
Yeah,
And I mean, I did tell him to put me in contact for this year, but I mean, it was kind of too late already. Yeah, too busy
That'd be
to set something
next
up.
year, next year.
Oh, yeah,
I got here.
maybe next year.
What was your worst event ever? The snow one?
The snow one. Oh, no, I mean, that one didn't end up going through. So I mean, as far as worst event, I mean, because it can go many ways. Like in worst in regards to what I mean.
Or like was like the one you took the loss, like a loss.
The biggest loss?
Yeah.
I mean,
To be honest,
I don't really. We haven't.
We haven't lost
had,
like
Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't really. I mean, when I did the 1 year anniversary, I mean, and back then La Banda Jerez was like very popular. Like they were like one of the biggest bandas. And I mean, I wanted to have them for the first year anniversary. I'm like, I don't care how much or what. Like I want to have them because like they were one of my favorite at the time. I mean, the loss wasn't that big, but I mean, I had them at the Islas and Fullerton and Grand. I mean, but it was more of like something that I wanted. Like I said, no me importa cuánto. I mean, it didn't matter to me how much they were. Like I just wanted to be able to say I had them for the 1 year anniversary. But other than that, not that it was a bad event, but when we did the indoor coleadero with El Nono at Rancho El Mosco, and it was brutal. It was cold. So I mean, I don't know if you guys have been to El Mosco.
Yeah.
So the lienzo outside, the ruedo, we covered up with the tent.
Yeah, but it was open.
So I mean, it was. I mean, like let's be honest, it was. It was a pretty sketchy.
10 degrees that day. It was snowing.
It was cold at like 20 because it was a really bad snowstorm like 2 days before. So se había helado y estaba bien frío. It was BYOB and everybody was just out of control. We actually stopped it an hour early.
Yeah. It was packed though? It was packed?
Yeah, it was packed. Yeah. It was actually like one of the ones that I enjoyed a lot, but at the same time, like the cold, to me, like it was just like, let's go home.
Yeah.
Like se empezó like a little fight. I was like, okay, no, the event's over, let's go. like any little excuse, let's go.
Yeah.
But I mean, se iba a acabar a las 10. So a lot of people were there since like 11, 12. So I mean, it was time for everybody to go home. It was time to go home.
Fucking 12 hours there?
¿Es there algún grupo que te ha quedado mal en un evento? If yes, who?
There has been many, and I'd rather not name them.
Nah, we want names.
We want names or a shot. Names or a shot.
No, I mean, I'll take a shot, but I respect some, you know. Una veces pasa, you have to understand.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't always believe the excuses, but...
Se nos ponchó una llanta, right? It's always the usual.
But they know who they are, I'm sure. They've had history with other people for the same thing.
You? Shot?
Yeah.
Hey, let me add it. It's pretty stressful when you're at the event. You know, they cancel you because you got like, what are you gonna do?
Bro, that's the
You know, like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Oh, but I think it's only happened maybe like once or twice where it happened
On the spot.
like the day of. I mean, it was a long time ago where I would say it was
Mm.
it was like it was bad where I was stressed out. Like, you know, what am I gonna do?
Yeah. What did you do?
We stayed there with them. Hoping nobody would cause a scene.
Right.
Start throwing stuff.
Thank you.
Ivan's in the league. Lit. Come here.
I'll take a shot for the artist.
I'll take a shot for you. I'll take a shot for you. What you want?
Give me
Was that your question?
No?
No, but I'm
That question
answering
wasn't
for
even in there.
Oh, was it?
Ooh, that bitch dirty.
And the audience needs a shot too.
Yeah.
Yeah, the artist needs a shot.
Muy pegados.
Están muy apagados.
Will Plebada be managing secta?
Uh-oh.
I mean, it's open for conversation. It's up to them.
Why is Chicago spelled with a K?
You want to answer? I mean, you know.
Well, just answer. You know, you'll say it better.
Well, I mean, it started when I made the Facebook. Antes, talking about like 12 years ago, there was no business pages like there is right now. So it was a personal.
Fan pages.
Yeah. Well, there was a personal
Cup.
account, and it was Plebada Entertainment, and then I had to change the name. So I changed it to Plebada Chikago, like spelled how it is, and then I had to take it. I had to take it off, and I decided to put Chicago with the K, and then it accepted it for.
Because they said Chicago was didn't allow like as a
Oh yeah,
last
like,
name, like
yeah.
last
But I
name.
mean, I put the
Oh.
K, and it did allow it for like a good 8 years, and then the original page, then I had to change it to a legit last name. So right now, that original account se llama Plebada Silva, which I mean, we don't really use it as much. But like a lot of the pictures are on there from the first events. There's like a good 15 albums maybe from the. I mean, there's a lot of history on that page. Like people still share like on this day, a year, and stuff like that. People still.
So, would you do anything different knowing what you know now?
I would want to, but I would say no because I feel like maybe we wouldn't be where we're at right now. I mean, if anything,
what we're doing has been working.
I mean, if anything, I wish sometimes maybe I had like a more mature mentality. 'Cause I mean, honestly, like I was a little kid when I started. I was barely had turned 19. So I mean, I had a lot of maturing to do still.
I mean, there is always something new that we could learn.
Yeah, I mean,
At every event, something happens.
I mean, one thing. I mean, I want to say, I was responsible to a certain point, but like, so the event was a ponía pedo. I mean, like I said, I was young. I mean, but I mean, I wouldn't change it. I wouldn't change anything. I mean, maybe I wouldn't be where we're at right now.
So so my question is, this is not even on here, but
No.
you learned from
Back in
that fan page, or what were you? The club, no?
Uh,
When you were organized with that club?
Yeah, so I mean, I wouldn't say that I learned, but I mean, I did my first event when I was with them, and I pretty much did everything. Like everything, like I organized everything.
So the first one was like a trial and error. Like you didn't know
I mean,
how
yeah,
the
pretty
fuck it
much.
was gonna go.
Yeah, pretty much. I remember I called everybody, like the bands. I believe it was Viento, Carembe, Valle Verde, Dorado Show, y Angelitos Musical.
You said, "Fuck, I'm gonna do it."
Yeah, I called up everybody. At that time, I was 18, maybe 17. No, I was 18. It was 2007.
That's gold status.
Yeah, right on, right?
And like I knew nobody. Like as far as, I mean, the only group I knew was Angelitos Musical. I mean, but other than that, I didn't. Like all these groups were like new to me. I didn't. And I believe, like, to this day, I think some groups still have me say, like, Ivan Angelitos. I know Arturo from Viento still has me say that.
What's the most you made at an event, like money-wise?
Oh, this is for you. This is for you.
Secreto.
Yeah, take a shot to your part, Plebada. One shot.
No, straight.
I mean, I won't say amount, but I want to say
A good amount.
A good amount.
the one where we made the most money was the first Sábado de Gloria, which if you compare it to the events now, is not as much, but 10 years ago, like that was
a lot.
It was a lot, especially for an event with local groups. It was unseen and unheard of.
So we're talking 5 figures, 6 figures.
It was a good amount. It was a good amount. I'll get you in contact with my accountant.
¿A cuándo más merch?
Hopefully, like the next week or so. I ordered the samples, and I just wanna. Actually, some of them came in. I'm waiting for the other ones to just. I wanna make sure pues que salgan bien. I mean, pues que todo se ve bien.
What's the theme?
For the new merch, the skull one. So. It's the skull. I mean, we moved it around a couple times, so like it's maybe like 3 or 4 different new options.
Like a Dia de los Muertos type?
Yeah. So yeah, this was like a Dia de los Muertos. Dia de los Muertos theme that we were going for. It took a couple tries. A couple samples from Fry.
Shout out Compa Fry.
Frustration because everybody.
20 tries.
but it came through at that. Actually, this was not even the original designer. Like, it was completely different. And y me la enseñó, and I was like, you know what, I'm just not happy with it. I think if we could. But es que when I hit him up, I usually, like, we have an idea qué es lo que vamos a querer. For this one, I just knew. Like I just knew we wanted a skull, and we wanted to incorporate it into the scene that we're in. And then we really didn't. Like, we didn't have a plan. So we kind of just gave him something. They were badass designs, pero no es lo que tenemos en mente.
He is pretty good.
No, I mean you have to be picky when it comes to your image.
Yeah,
True.
You have to be very, very picky, exigente con lo que sacas, because at the end of the day it represents you. So I think that's very important. Not just from like me as a promoter, but I feel like anybody, anybody that has a company or brand, lo que sea, I think that's very important.
The first one, let's go.
No lie, the first one I did, hey, fuck it, let's get it out.
Pero I mean, así se aprende.
Yeah,
true.
Little by little.
Yeah.
Soon, I got new shit coming up.
Yeah, I think that's it. Right? Yeah, that wraps it up. Thank you guys for checking it out. Thank you guys, Plebada Chikago.
Thank you guys.
Thanks, Eloy.
Shout out Eloy for Espacio. I'm fucked up already, not gonna lie.